I'm Eli Ben Sasson. I'm co-founder and president at Starkware, also one of the co-inventors of the ZK Stark technology that underlies StarkNet and the efficiency of our systems. I welcome you to the StarkNet House and to the hackathon and encourage you to enjoy the hacking. It's not for the faint of heart, it's not necessarily easy, but the rewards are immense in the sense that StarkNet is the framework and the ecosystem that will allow blockchains and Ethereum in particular to scale to global demand using the same security assumptions of Ethereum. And to do that requires a bit of hard work. Welcome aboard.
Hello, everyone. Thanks a lot for showing up for this information session. We'll be presenting about what we have done for the course of 10 weeks, and also talk more about what's going to happen for the next couple of days for the hackathon. So let me share my screen. Okay, StarkNet House 2022 recap. It's already been more than 2 months, 11 weeks since we started with Eli from Starkware, kickstarting the entire journey. And thanks a lot for everyone to joining in. And this session will be recorded and uploaded on YouTube, as always, we've been doing. And information about these slides will also be available. So people who are who've missed the sessions or want to know more about how the hackathon will be run, we'll be able to access the information online. So over the course of 11 weeks, we had more than 20 speakers across the world, experts in StarkNet ecosystem, people from Starkware, and also the inventor of Stark. We had Argent, Bravos Wallet, and many other companies that have participated in the mission to educate people and also foster the environment about StarkNet ecosystem. We're very honored to have these 20 speakers and also help everyone to learn more about StarkNet ecosystem. On top of that, we had 8 research fellows residing in Brooklyn in New York in the United States, learning more intensively about StarkNet ecosystem. They've had one-on-ones or more so, like not in one-on-one, but private sessions with our mentors so that they can ask a lot of questions similar to AMA sessions. And we're very excited to see what comes out from these fellowships so that these research materials can be publicized online, open source. So this is more of a public goods projects so that everyone can learn more about the research that can be done and also will be done on StarkNet ecosystem. We had 15 partners across the StarkNet ecosystem coming and teaching people and also collaborating with us. And we want to thank every one of partners over here: StarkNet, Argent, Cartage, Bravos Wallet, Briq, Realms, Aspect, Triality, and Jedi Swap, Lyra Finance, Matchbox DAO, Topology, Yagi Finance, and Only Dust. And I want to thank every one of them and this partner. Also, without the sponsors, we would never have been able to start this program. And we want to thank them for trusting Topology team to be able to lead this 11-week journey for everyone to participate. Really want to thank Starkware, Argent, Topology team members, Door Labs, Bravos Wallet, Briq team, Lyra Finance, Matchbox DAO, and Jedi Swap team. Thanks a lot for sponsoring this awesome event that we've put up for every StarkNet thinkers and enthusiasts to be able to learn more about the program and the ecosystem. And over the course of 11 weeks, we had 10 weekly sessions. Most of them were online, but we had physical locations in London, Paris, Bangalore, Seoul, and Sydney. And without the partners' help, and also global, I think, community that we have on StarkNet ecosystem, this would never happen possible. And I was blown away with enthusiasm from all around the world, people participating and letting us know what's happening around the world. And to recap, we had about 102 people attended the total sessions, and we had more than 2,400 people and views on YouTube for 10 sessions. This alone shows how vibrant the ecosystem is. And also a lot of people are interested in learning more about what to build on StarkNet ecosystem. And for the hackathon that's going to happen from today, we have more than 61 people registered to compete for the hackathon. So let's talk a little bit more about the hackathon. So hackathon is starting from 6 p.m., which is 30 minutes from now on, and it will go for a couple of days until the 15th and 6 p.m. And all the communications will be done in Topology's Discord. People who've registered previously should have gotten hacker role on our Discord, and there are channels specifically for hackers who are competing for this hackathon. We'll be able to get communications, and we'll be able to communicate with other team members and also mentors in the sessions to be able to further along on their hackathon process. And the goal of this hackathon, by no means, is to gather the most interesting and also ambitious participants around the world who want to innovate the space. And we welcome everyone who want to have a presence and also who want to present what they want to showcase to the world, what can be done on StarkNet ecosystem. The rules is pretty simple. You can have a team. It could be ranging from 1 to 6 people. So you can do it individually, or you can bring your friends and also tinkerers around the world to form a team. And as the title of the hackathon says, it has to be built on top of StarkNet ecosystem. So anything that can be built on StarkNet should be able to compete for the hackathon. And this has to, the process of building thing has to start from today at in 30 minutes for a 5 days period. And we've announced it a couple of times and on our Twitter and Discord and previous sessions. People should have registered through Google Forms if they want to compete. And if anyone has difficulties registering, please let us know. We'll look at our records and give you guys the hacker role on our Discord, should be so you can be getting communications from us about the judging and also the timeline of the hackathon. So judging criteria varies over here. 25% goes to leveraging StarkNet ecosystem and the compute power that we have on StarkNet. 20% goes to originality, and 20% goes to demo. 20% goes to, I think, judges' gut feeling on impact and potential for the ecosystem. And 15% goes to the quality of code and documentations. So as a requirement that I'm going to talk about, the submission of the hackathon will require everyone to submit their GitHub documentations and also the code so that people can learn what you're exactly building. The judging procedures goes in 2 phases. I think phase number 1 will start from August 15th and 19th. And 6 pairs of judges will assess 8 to 9 projects each. And each pair of judges will select about 2 projects from their assigned group of projects to further along on the phase 2. And in phase 2, which is from the August 19th to August 22nd, judges will assess their final 12 projects individually. And the score will be aggregated for each project, and then the top 3 of the projects will win the prizes. I hope everyone can understand the judging procedures that we have over here. We have over 61 participants participating, and we want to make it as fair as possible. And also the judges are spread all across the world, and to be mindful of everyone's time zone and procedures, we made it 2 phases over the course of several days. Here are our judges. As you can see, we have Janek from Argent, Terrence from Cardrich, Ben from Starkware, Rohit from Jedi Swap, Modi from Bravos Wallets, Michael from Lyra Finance, BC from Door Labs, Lord of Few from Loot Realms, Sean from Aspect, Sylvie from Briq, Marcelo from Geometry, and Peteris from Yagi Finance. We want to thank every one of these judges for taking their time and also helping to innovate the StarkNet ecosystem. We believe this StarkNet House program, which is one of the longest programs, educational programs on StarkNet ecosystem, with the largest number of partners joining in the ecosystem, and we are very excited for the projects that will come from this StarkNet House Hackathon. And we believe we really want to help people kickstart their projects and further along in their journey to start a new exciting projects. We believe that this hackathon can be the starting point, not the ending point. And we want everyone to reach out to the judges and also reach out to the partner companies and reach out to me personally if you want to be connected, and also to ask personal questions about how to advance forward in this ecosystem. I think everyone over here is taking their time because they believe that this is an exciting space and want to give back to the community and help grow the community altogether. And I think that's it for my part, and would love to ask people if they have any questions. Feel free to ask on the chat channel in terms of the hackathon process. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think I forgot to talk about the few slides for a few important information regarding the prizes and everything, and then criteria. So let me share my screen again. So prizes will have 3 prizes. The first prize will be $8,000 reward. Second is $5,000. Third is $3,000. And this is for the entire, every track. I believe we have 4 tracks available. And then the top 3 projects out of these 4 tracks will be getting rewarded. So the track 1 is a minimal interactable StarkNet-native applications. We believe that StarkNet provides a very interesting computational paradigm on blockchains. And we call for applications whose mechanics are different from what has been established on layer 1 blockchains, because we believe that StarkNet enables a completely new type of applications that can be possible with its scalable computation. And I think demonstrating those uniqueness and then also the advantage of StarkNet will be very exciting to see. And that's why we made a separate track for this track number 1 for StarkNet native applications for to come. I guess one example would be building a minimal playable game whose mechanics may be very difficult to be done on layer 1, but can be done on layer 2 on StarkNet because of its computational power. Moving on to track number 2 is that building on top of aspects, NFTs, API, and on top of Briq. One key promise of building on blockchain is the potential of composability. And we're very excited for the projects like Briq or Aspect, and a collective unity of applications, compounds, and everything is tightly coupled. And I think NFT space and also the I think scaffolding applications such as Briq is very exciting for everyone to work on. And if anyone wants to work on this area, I think track 2 would be the right place for you to work on. Track number 3 is a Moonshot StarkNet-native ideas. This is pretty open-ended. But everyone who has a very crazy ideas that can only be done on StarkNet. And I think we saw a little bit of inkling from Giza projects. And I think one example I think we want to talk about is prototyping AI agents. They can provide a certain utility in adaptable ways or interact among themselves in certain game environments. Or it doesn't have to be game, or it could be MNIST or anything that can be done on StarkNet. And I think this is a very exciting unique advantage that StarkNet provides other than layer 1 blockchains. Track number 4 is libraries. We've seen a great number of, I think, composability and also usefulness from StarkNet.js. And I think StarkNet Cairo is a very expressive, it's quite a low language, low-level programming language. Only primitive data types and limited built-ins can be done. And we think that a lot of libraries needs to be done. And if anyone wants to work on a very interesting and also beneficial for the ecosystem, would encourage people to work on this track number 4. And project submission is by the end of the 15th, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Teams should submit the completed projects through Google form. And the criteria or the requirements that need to be put on Google form includes names, Discord IDs, and Twitter IDs for every team member, and the project name and descriptions under 100 words, and the GitHub URL address, and the demo video that is shorter than 5 minutes. And for the team, only one submission is needed. So you don't have to submit for every single team member if you have upwards up to 6 team members. So you don't have to repeatedly do 6 different forms. And that's it for the hackathon. And going back to, I think, the ideation of the StarkNet House, I want to thank everyone. There are around 800 of you listening from all around the world and learning with us. This has been a great learning experience for us to prepare a hackathon and also an educational program for 11 weeks like this. Everyone at Topology has never done this, and we really want to thank our partners and sponsors and every one of you for trusting us, and also really thanking every one of you to participate. And I think one of the greatest moments of running this program for me personally has been going to different places around the world for conferences and meeting StarkNet House participants in person, and hearing from them that they actually really enjoyed the sessions that we held, and it was really helpful for them to learn more about the ecosystem. I think the whole journey of StarkNet House started during this year's ETH Denver. It was just starting from a very simple idea with StarkNet ecosystem participants saying StarkNet is a very exciting and nascent place, but it's so difficult for people to learn what's happening, and also to learn how to learn Cairo, or learn from the experts about what it means to build on StarkNet. So Guilty Gyoza and me from Topology said, why don't we just make a program? We initially thought that we could just rent a house and invite people to visit, but because of COVID and every situation, and also the nature of blockchain ecosystem is very distributed around the world, and we wanted to make sure that everyone can benefit from the partners and also sponsors that we've persuaded. So we decided to make it virtual so that everyone can learn from YouTube, and also maybe next year or the year after, people can look back and learn from it from time to time. So we really want to thank everyone for believing us and helping us throughout the process. And I'll stop the presentation and hand over to everyone over here if they have any specific questions for hackathons. Great. I don't think there's any. Okay, Aaron. Feel free to type up your questions. Yes, you can use your mic. Let me open up your mic.
Thank you for presentation. Thank you for presentation. And can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, cool. I want to ask that should we decide one of four track to enter or register when we submit our project, or it will be automatically assigned by the project to when we get judged from the judges?
Yeah, so I believe on the submission form, you should choose one out of four.
Okay.
Yeah, you should decide which one you're participating. I think it's primarily because our judges have different expertise,
Yeah.
and depending on the track, we have different judges judging the tracks.
Okay, cool. And
Have you submitted the Google form to register yet?
yes.
Okay, great. And have you gotten the hacker role on our Discord channel?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, cool.
Do you have
And
any?
there's another question about.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's okay. Okay.
No. Feel free to ask questions.
I just because it's about 5 a.m. right now at Taiwan. So
Oh.
I'm a little busy now, so I forget what the might I just flew into.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think I can ask on the Discord.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot for participating on this call, even if it's 5 a.m. in Taiwan. This will be uploaded on YouTube, and also the PDF file will be distributed on our Discord. So you should be able to track, see this later on.
Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, I remember my questions.
Okay.
So we have now 61 participants, and how many? Can I know that how many of the totally registered team, including in the 61 participants?
I believe I have the exact number right now, but it was around like 40 teams. So people are either teaming up to two people. I think that's usually the number, or one or three. But I think because the program is done virtually, a lot of people are doing it solo or just two people.
Okay, cool. That's all my questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. Does anyone have any other questions? For technical Q&As during the hackathon, please contact Triality. Triality is our partner, who is they're the Stack Overflow of StarkNet. Visit their website and answer the, ask the questions over there. And our partners will be there, and mentors will be over there answering the technical questions over there. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone, for taking your time. We've had Aaron participating from Taiwan, even if it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Thanks a lot. It shows a lot of enthusiasm from everyone over here. And I'm very excited to kickstart this hackathon. I think it's going to be starting in 2 minutes because it's 5:58 p.m. Eastern time right now. Yeah. Let's start this tinkering and let's see how it goes from here. And feel free to ask me any questions. And thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great day.